Just weeks after relishing the title of immigration reform's Grim Reaper, will Cantor be willing to change his tune? Joining me now to help me with the question is congressional reporter for BuzzFeed, Kate Nocera. Kate, thank you for joining me today. Thanks for having me. So this challenge he's facing, Cantor is facing from the wonderfully named Dave Brat, his Tea Party challenger. Brat has accused Cantor of supporting amnesty, which of course is far from the truth. But this primary is on June 10th. Is there any chance at all that Eric Cantor will undergo some kind of big conversion in July, say, and pick up immigration reform?
Sure, there's a chance. There's always a chance. What Cantor's position has been on Capitol Hill, which is different than those mailers that you've been seeing, is that he wants immigration reform to happen. He wants to do it in a piecemeal way. He says he doesn't trust the president, right? Republicans are turning to this idea that they don't trust the president and that's why they can't pass, immigration reform because the president won't follow the law. So what Cantor has been saying is, maybe we'll do some little things, some piecemeal things. For the last couple of years, he's talked a lot about, or the last year or so, he's talked about the Dreamers. What makes those mailers confusing is that really in them there's no indication that he would ever want to get any kind of immigration reform done. So it's a bit of a doublespeak. There could be a July surprise, though. A surprise. Who knows?
Are you actually saying that what the majority leader is saying in Washington is different from the mailer back in Virginia? Is that true?
I think they might be a little bit different. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So what this agenda includes: options to replace Obamacare, tax credit extensions for small business, a temporary transportation bill, no unemployment insurance. It really does sound like the Republicans are just trying to play to their base, whereas immigration reform is to a bigger audience.
Right. They are trying to play to their base right now. The primaries will be over June 10th, but everyone is going to be hunkering down really in full campaign mode until November. There are some must-do items on that agenda, appropriations bills and the highway trust fund. Those are things that they actually have to get done. But the rest of it is going to say, we cut taxes, we're trying to cut the gas tax, we're still against Obamacare, and that's our agenda, and there's nothing that Democrats can do to really convince them to try and do unemployment insurance or immigration reform at this point, because they know that's going to be a win for Democrats.
So, Kate, let's talk about Democrats for a minute. Their strategy, obviously, is to delay things right now, give Republicans a chance to regroup. But while they are delaying, the number of deportations per day is running about 1,100. This kind of delay, this kind of politics is hurting real people. So it's not a small thing to just wait this out for Eric Cantor to figure things out with his Tea Party challenge, or for things on the Hill to work their way through. Deportations are very real.
Yeah, they're real, and the activist community and the Latino caucus on the Hill, they really have pushed the president. They've said they need to do something. Some in the White House and on the Senate side, they seem to believe in their heart of hearts the Republican leadership wants and will do something, which is why they're trying to give them, these extra couple of weeks. From my perspective, covering the House Republican caucus, I frankly don't see it happening. But you're going to hear advocates speak loudly. There are going to be more protests. There was an enormous protest at the White House the other day with Dreamer activists. I mean, this is not going away for Democrats either. They know that they have to do something, and the White House knows that something has to happen. Whether or not it will go far enough to satisfy the advocate community and stave off a lot of these deportations is to be seen.
Kate, if you had to stick your neck out and really make a prediction here, Eric Cantor isn't going to lose this primary. He's not really challenged by this Tea Party guy, is he?
I do not think that Eric Cantor will lose this primary.
In which case, isn't this game they're playing around immigration policy a bit fake? If he's not really challenged, why is he doing it?
I think that the broader caucus, he's also in a leadership position, right? He is the majority leader, and he wants to be where the rest of his conference is. And most of the conference does not want to see a comprehensive immigration reform package passed. He likes being in power. He would like to continue being in power, and I think that plays a huge role in what you're seeing with Mr. Cantor.
But I thought John Boehner had brought on this immigration advisor. He was positioning himself for reform.
Well, I think in John Boehner's heart of hearts, he would like to see immigration reform done, because John Boehner is, while he says he'll be speaker next year and he would like to continue to be there, John Boehner doesn't have a lot of years left on the Hill, and he's thinking about sort of the larger Republican Party. Okay, BuzzFeed's Kate Nocera, thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much. We have some breaking